Well, of course, I should talk about this country because, you know, this is primarily where we're shown. You know, one of the biggest stories in the news right now is the Harriet Miers Supreme Court nomination. It's true. This thing is a media circus. Everyone's talking about it. There are a lot of characters involved. And as you can imagine, all the networks are now rushing to cash in on all the attention that this nomination has caused. I just found out this morning, NBC has begun making a made-for-TV movie about the nomination. Yeah, our primetime schedule's a little weak, so they thought, this would be fine, so they've rushed ahead, they've made this. And folks, they just finished casting this show, and apparently they don't want anyone to know who's playing whom, but I found out. I actually wandered by the casting offices. I got the list of who's going to play who, and I'm going to tell you, because it's a big scoop, and what do I care, right? I don't... So they've cast everybody. I think they've done an amazing job. I was looking at who they've cast, and I think NBC has done an incredible job of casting all the people. For instance, Justice Antonin Scalia is going to be played by Paul Sorvino, which I think is it's really good, yeah. And Senate Judiciary Committee member Joe Biden will be played by James Caan, who I think is very cool. These are really good, and these only get better. Folks, listen to this. Chief Justice John Roberts will be played by Al Bundy from Married with Children. Good. He's going to have his hands in his pants the whole time. Harriet Miers will be played by Randy Johnson. I think this is... he's got a lot of downtime now, so he's going to do it. Justice Clarence Thomas will be played by Gary Coleman. I think this is incredible casting. Justice Sandra Day O'Connor will be played by the Quaker Oats guy. Justice Ruth... Now, wait a minute. Why? I haven't done anything yet. Why do you assume it's going to be negative? Why assume that? Maybe it's going to be some good casting. Maybe Conan O'Brien's going to surprise you and be a really nice guy now. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg will be played by Gollum, and I think... Tarja! Senator Ted Kennedy will be played by Mr. Met. I think Mr. Met... And finally, George Bush will be played by Wallace from Wallace and Gromit.